What's up, everybody? So I wanted to do this video pretty quick, just because I ended up getting a new paint stand in the day after Christmas, and I've had my panels hanging on here for a little while. So the reason why I wanted to do this kind of review, even though I have not painted on it yet, but the main thing with these kind of stands is the weight. This is a very cheap stand. It's like a replica of the really sturdy one. This one's really old, but as you can see, it's really heavy duty. It's almost the same thing, but not quite. You can see the differences. This one's been around for a very long time and it can hold pretty much anything. But when you buy this stuff, you want to look at like the welds right here. And then the stands themselves, you see the difference, how thin this is? Now obviously this has got caked paint on it for, probably over a decade. And this is brand new, but these are the things you want to kind of look at when you're buying stands that are, they come across a little too cheap, maybe, too good to be true. And you're worried about the weight staying on there for a very long time. This stand had some really good reviews and really bad reviews, so it's kind of like in the middle. So I was really curious, and I mean it was cheap enough to me for a paint stand. This thing can hold pretty much anything you want it to almost. It was cheap enough for me to just take the gamble on it and figure out if it is a really good stand or not. And this thing's been set up for a few days at least, and it seems to be holding up really well. Nothing's really bending. Some of the reviews said that it didn't really scoot around really well. And as you can see, I am moving it freely, no problem with the weight on it. It's got some okay kind of wheels on it. They're not really that great, but they do work. And everything is kind of cheaply built with thin metal, but it seems to be holding up pretty well. So I'm really surprised for the money. This thing was only like 110 bucks. And with all the bad reviews, there was almost more bad reviews than good reviews. Let's put it that way. Of it not holding certain things, with the bars not really going in the right directions that they need to. So I'm starting to wonder if these people leaving these reviews have never painted anything in their life or never used any kind of paint stain in their life. They've always used horses to put their stuff on, but they've never actually dealt with a stand like this. I've dealt with many different stands. The best ones, in my opinion, are the innovative stands, but they are really pricey. Like I've got the innovative bumper stands. I've got an innovative door stand over there. Like one of these stands, for the bumper stands, you can put fenders on them too on this. These are like $300 and some, but they adjust, they do a bunch of stuff. I use the Ultra stands. If you're familiar with Innovative, they have Ultra stands that you can put doors on and they go back and forth. You can move them up and down. They're really nice, but they're like over $600 a piece. And with having this, I needed something that can hold all my doors. If I have like a 4-door in here, such as my car right now, I already have one of them. I just needed another one to hold the other doors. And I'm probably going to get another one to hold the fenders, because it's really easy. You can put everything on these stands. You can put a hood on this if you really wanted to and do both sides. No need to do one side and the other side. But a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll get a horse stand and they'll edge it in first, and then they'll flip it over and do the outside. So they're taking a lot more time to do it twice. Some colors you need to do it that way, then put it on the car, like jam everything first, put it on the car and do the outside depending on the color. But most of the time you can do it all in one shot. You can really do it all in one shot if you're really good at shooting those different colors. But I just wanted to make this video real quick because I really think for the money, this thing is the way to go. I found this on eBay. It was kind of like, it says it's from China, but this thing got to me in like 3 days. So my guess is they have some of these in a warehouse somewhere in the US maybe in like California or something like that, and they were having, you know, a sale and they were just getting rid of them maybe. I don't know, but it does say it's from China, so that raises a brow kind of, because anything really made in China, stuff like this is just, it's not that great. So that was another issue, like a red flag to me is when I saw it was from China, usually that stuff is not made very, very well. But I'm really surprised with this for the money, for the, you know, the quality of it. It's really easy to build. It comes in pieces. It comes in like a long skinny box. You got to put it all together. It's really not that hard. It took me probably about 15-20 minutes to build this thing. And yeah, I'm gonna use this until it breaks. Even if you have to re-weld these right here, it's not really a big deal. You can do it and make them even more sturdy. So yeah, wanted to make this video about this thing because I'm really surprised with it. These doors are really, really heavy that's on it right now. So if it can hold it for a month without it moving, going down, or breaking or anything like that, holding this kind of weight, I'll be really surprised. So I'll maybe do an update video, but these things are really cool because not only can you put pretty much anything on this kind of stand, but you can see you can do 2 doors back to back. Now this isn't where, I mean, I just have them on here standing. So when I go to actually paint, I'm not done prepping it obviously, but when I go to paint these, I'll move them. That way they're kind of like side by side. That way I can get inside in and out pretty well. Right now they're just on here, but you can move them any way you want to hold multiple different things. You can adjust them in and out to kind of have the door in and out. You can go up and down with them, put stuff even higher, because I'm not even using the most of it. I'm just kind of, you know, my height level is where it's at right now, so it's easy for me to spray. But when you go to paint stuff, you want everything off the ground as high as you can get it. That way you're not stirring up dust and dirt and all that stuff. So that's just a key tip for if you're freshly new at doing some of this paint work. Anything, painting anything. It don't matter if it's a bumper, fender, doors, whatever. A car itself, it needs to be elevated as high as you can get it off the floor. That way your paint jobs are clean. You don't kick up a lot of dirt with the air and all that stuff. But yeah, just want to throw this video out real quick before I leave. And yeah, I'm really surprised, guys. So if you see these on eBay and it says they're from China and they're marked down from like $200 to $100, this is the same exact stand. You know, go and buy them because they've got a ton of them. I think I'm gonna buy 2 more actually, just to have them around because I've got so many parts I can hang on this thing. Just laying around here. I need to clean up the shop. I got all this mess. I got some new kind of inventory stands, I guess, just like shelving units that are coming. I'm gonna put all this stuff on there just to get it off the ground and get it cleaned up and back in the wall. So I've got a lot of cleaning up to do before I do anything else. So that is next on my list with working on all this as well. So got a lot of things to do, a lot of videos to come. So yeah, if you're in the market for a paint stand and you're curious about something like this, these are called tree stands. Go and buy them up, guys.